Sorry, I couldn't work out how to put it on. So yeah, sorry, blue hair. Had to do something completely different. So I'm just give me 2 seconds. I need to just go and share this again to all the different places. Okay, so now I think I've covered everyone. Right. Of course I'll give you a good love, Geraldine. Sound is good? Fantastic. Right. Hi, Chris. Sorry. Your support is amazing. Ben, Egbertina, Justine, Geraldine, Tina. Yeah, just waiting for a couple of other people to catch up. If you'd like to smash some likes while you're doing it, that would be absolutely very cool. Apologies that I had to swap streams, but Tina, will you go and tell them? Oh, actually, hold on. Dutchie is RTB. Let's have a look. David, I thought you were out with your daughter tonight on a different stream. I couldn't get. Do you know what? I'm just going to go live. I'm not going to set it up so that it's to be to go live later or anything like that, because it just doesn't work. I am. You're back now, are you? Oh, bless. I will speak very slowly for you, David. You could miss. Obviously, you know, there's other important things to do than, bless you, Tina. There's other things to do than sit and watch me. Trust me. There's better things to do, like, I don't know, sleep, drink. It's it's one of those really weird and wonderful ones where David was being drunk under the table. So yes, he had to come here in order to have an excuse not to be shown up by his daughter. But yeah, I've put a thing out to all of the other places on Twitter. Baba, you're right, honey. So basically, what I was going to do was just go live to say thank you. Hopefully, people will pick this up afterwards. Do you know what? I went from 275 likes on subs on YouTube to, I put an appeal out to the community. Didn't miss anything. Put an appeal out to the community and said, look, I want to go live. Stop it, Bubba. I want to go live when I'm in Manchester. The only way I can go live in Manchester is if I have 1,000 likes, so 1,000 subs on YouTube. So I'm not worried about the monetization or anything like that. That's a whole different game park. But I did see the shout out that DAI gave me, and he is amazing. Love to you. Love. No, that way. That was amazing. Really unexpected. I thought it'd be like a 2-second thing if he did it. But certain people in here managed to talk him into doing something a little bit more, I think. Thank you, David. But yeah, I've gone from 275, and the last time I checked it, bear in mind I've just run in through the door, just been to Slimming World. I lost 1.5 pounds. Very happy about that. I've gone from 275 to, the last time I checked was 561, I think it was. So yeah, thank you for everybody that made an effort, everybody that retweeted, everyone that basically subbed. It's it was awesome. I mean, I spent till 1 o'clock this morning. Just every time I checked, it had gone up by 1 or more. Hold on, got to close the door. Mozzies are coming in. Yeah, Mozzies, lunch. They love me. Something to do with the sweet blood. So before I go any further, I need to. Chris, you're a mod. So, and David, you're a mod too. And RTB. How's that? So, yeah. Things I wanted to talk to. Obviously, we had the stuff that came out from Facebook Messenger yesterday, and it set me thinking. And I was talking to somebody about it, and basically they said, did you know how many devices, or do you know how many devices listen to you? And I went, yeah. Facebook. Obviously Facebook Messenger now, because it's there in black and white. And I went, no, think about it logically. If they're collecting and recording information from Messenger for the purposes of marketing, and they didn't tell you they were doing it, don't you think that they are doing that on other devices too? So I sat there and went, yeah, probably. So I sat down and worked out exactly how many devices that I have that are connected. So running around my house, basically the things like, I've got a smart TV over there, but I'm not plugged in on the television. I don't plug into live TV, satellite or anything like that. But my smart TV is sitting there and I don't use any of the smart functions. Therefore, I don't go online on it. I don't use, any of the apps that are in there or anything like that. So I've actually unlinked my smart TV to my not server, my wireless. So I've unlinked it. I've just told it to lose it, and it's not connected on the TV. Wi-Fi. Thank you, Oliver. So basically, I've done that. So that means that my TV can't be used to listen. I do, however, have an Amazon Fire Stick. So what I'm in the middle of doing is changing, because the Fire Stick itself doesn't listen. But look what they brought out. They brought out a Fire Stick with an Alexa button, a listening button. So nothing to stop them from listening. I mean, it says that you have to actually press the button and speak for it to actually work, but I don't trust them anymore. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm swapping one of these for one of the old-fashioned ones, and I'll take the batteries out of that one, so that there's no chance of them doing that. However, then you start looking around to other stuff, and I've got iPhones. Sorry, see, they love me. I called it. Sorry, can't stand them. Now, if that was done with a pair of chopsticks, I'm sure you lot would have been suitably impressed. Yeah, the Alexas are all listening, and they are always listening, and that's the thing to remember. Have you ever had a conversation with somebody, say at lunch or something like that, and then all of a sudden something will come up? I was speaking to a lady today to do with my house, and I was saying about me going live and doing this today. And she said, well, what do you talk about? And I said, well, tonight it's going to be about apps listening to you and using that information. But also the worrying thing is they're recording that information. Yep, Siri as well. So she said, would that explain why I was having a conversation the other day about that Huey, the food, the adverts you get on Facebook about the food that you have and it's full of protein. But I've never clicked on the link or anything like that. And all of a sudden, when I go onto my computer or on my phone, I'm getting adverts. And I said, yes. And she went, shit, how do you stop that? And I went, I don't know. But you've just got to be able to be aware of it. So things like I'm starting to come onto my laptop to do things like Twitter. I'm staying away from Facebook. I'm disconnecting my microphone. I close my laptop up when I'm not using it. My phone is actually in my handbag. So if they're trying to listen, it's going to be garbled. So it won't be clear. And all my other phones that I've got basically are in a box. And I go in to do my updating once a day. So I go into my Electroneum and everything like that to collect my free coins. And then I close it, put them back in the box, put them back in the cupboard. So I do use Brave browser. I don't use Brave browser for YouTube because it doesn't work too well. The reason it doesn't work too well is because they don't make it work well, because they can't then follow me around on what I'm doing. So, and that's something that is going to be going on for a while. Hey Presto, thanks for listening in, hun. And SG, I have blue hair. No, only just tonight. I felt like something different. I'm expecting other people to be watching, so I thought I'd do something really weird and out of context for me. Danny, hi honey. And basically, yeah, so then I started looking at things like, I've got, stupidly, didn't even think about it, I've got lights in my bedrooms that link on Bluetooth. So they link on Bluetooth to my phone. So I have to disconnect my phone to my lights upstairs because it plays music. Papa Smurfs. Bubba. Bubba. So basically, yeah. So it's just being aware of all these different devices that are constantly listening to you. You know, and I don't want, I've got nothing to hide. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm doing anything wrong on legally or anything like that. But I resent the fact that these people think that they can listen into me willy-nilly, record my conversations, private conversations, I might add. And I've been racking my brains on the sort of conversations that I might have had on Messenger. But obviously they're not illegal ones. But you sit there and you think, shit, these people are collecting gigabytes of data about me, who I'm speaking to, probably the messages. I'm hoping that WhatsApp isn't in on that, and that when they say it's encrypted end to end, that in actual fact they can't record your conversations on WhatsApp, because that would really piss me off. I mean, it's bad enough that the government are allowed to listen to you without any recourse, but I definitely don't want to have the likes of Facebook, WhatsApp, Messenger, all the same company, or any of the social medias. I just don't want them to be able to do that sort of thing without my permission, and I find that very invasive and intrusive. And I'm actually in discussions with my family about coming away from Facebook altogether. I very rarely go in there, and usually what I do is when I go in, I share the funny videos and that sort of stuff, because it updates my Twitter, and it's one of those things that I really enjoy sharing. But, you know, there's got to be a trade-off. So Oliver turns his Wi-Fi off at night and takes the battery out of his mobile phone. Brilliant. Bubba Shipes. Bubba Shipes. What do you mean, what's your name? Yeah, so of course you sleep better. I mean, I take all of the electronic stuff out of my bedroom. In my last place, I even I only have one light in the room, but in my last place, I had the middle light and also had 2 lights on the wall above the bed. Now that means there's electricity running to those lights above my bed, so I'm actually sleeping in the middle of a triangle of electro fuzz. So rather than have that, I got somebody in to stop, to take the lights off and to unplug them from where they had been spurred off of, so that I didn't have that. I mean, I was quite lucky in my last place that I only had 2 plugs in my bedroom, which was by the door. So I didn't have it as a loop around the room. And when I get my house, when I move into my new house and I have that rewired, I'm not going to have an electric box on every single wall. You know, it's not something that I want, and I don't think that it's healthy to do, because when you have electricity around a room, your whole house is just an electricity fuzz box, because you are constantly surrounded by electro fuzz. So if you can stay DD1, if you can stay away from that as much as possible, you will sleep better at night. You know, I don't sleep with my phone next to my bed anymore, and I definitely do not plug my phone into the electrics in order to charge it. I have a charger, which is somewhere. I have a charger that I charge with the electrics, and that lasts me a week, and I charge all my phones out of there. So that I'm not, because when you plug a phone into the electricity in the wall, the phone gets hotter. That means that there's too much electricity going through that. What do you think it's doing? Yeah, there's heat, it transfers, but also the electro fuzz that comes out of that and surrounds it, then that's really bad for you. But it's just one of those things that you could do to help yourself. I found that sleeping in a room that didn't have a TV, didn't have I don't have a TV, I don't have a stereo system. I've got a hairdryer and straighteners in there, but I don't use them because generally I go to the hairdressers to have my hair washed once a week. So so I don't actually plug anything real into, unless I'm charging my toothbrush, and that's done during the day. So, you know, my room is a very calm and peaceful place. It's got a little bit more frantic since I joined up with the Twitter community and found crypto, because there was a time when I would wake up 3 or 4 times a night and then go to the end of the bed and on the dresser by the side of the door to get my phone and just check the prices. I don't do that anymore. What I do is I wake up in the morning, and when I wake up in the morning, then I go and get my phone and bring it back and check to see what I've missed overnight. Because obviously all the good people are awake while I'm asleep. But as Bubba says, one must assume that everything you do and say is recorded. Take steps to safeguard your stuff if needed. Live life, otherwise don't say anything you don't want your mum hearing. That's really good. That's really good, because mum sent me a message actually that said she can hear me but can't see me. So I have a funny feeling my mum's actually in on this stream somewhere, which wouldn't surprise me at all. So mum, congratulations on getting Slimmer of the Year from our group. Wicked, absolutely wicked. She's lost nearly 3 stone and she looks amazing for it. So just in case she is listening. If you really want privacy, get a VPN set up. I've got a VPN on the laptop here, but I don't have a VPN on my Amazon Fire Stick, and that is something that I mean to get, and I will get eventually. But that's something you've got to pay for annually, so I've got to wait for that job to come up. And DD1, no, those rabbits, no, don't do them. No, not just the rabbits. It's more of a oh God, what they're called? I've missed the joke now. Anyway, forget it. There's a joke there somewhere, and I couldn't remember it. So Presto surrounded by stuff, phone next to the bed, keyboard, Arduinos. What's an Arduino? PIs, etc. David Butler has said, hi, Mum, to my mum. If you're here, Mum, if you're here, click the like button. Just press the like button. Ali G, good to see you here, honey. Presto, nothing will stop the government. CPU chips, send data to cell towers. It's going to get worse as well as 5G comes in. SW, welcome, honey. Thank you for coming in. And X marks the spot. How you doing? Signal boosters, yeah, but you can turn off the signal boosters when you go to bed and have them just running during the day. So you're not going to have that sort of thing going through you while you're asleep. What's the point? But yeah, Bubba, rabbits, African grey parrot, nice fun, and a black Labrador. No. Ali, yeah, I thought I'd go something different. It's actually got a little bit lighter than I thought it was going to go. It was supposed to match. It was supposed to match, but it doesn't quite match. So it's not far off, but help your cameras. What CCTV type thing. Tip for weight loss and detoxing. Iodine. I haven't looked at that. I will do. Thanks, Oliver. Lutino Cockatiel. Yes, she is amazing. She's being very quiet tonight, actually. She's not doing too badly. I haven't let her out the cage today because I had a viewing booked at 12 o'clock. And I spent the morning with all the doors and windows open, air in the house, make it feel fresh. And the bastard never bloody turned up. And then I spent the rest of the afternoon on the computer dealing with loads of bits and pieces. Basically, might have sold my house at a discount, but I might have sold my house. So watch this space. And if that happens, then I'll be moving at the end of September. And then I've been approached about 3 new jobs and 1 possible contract. So yeah, and hopefully that won't start until I'm hoping mid-September, maybe October. Hey, Angie. iBeauty Kit. Hello, honey. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. She would compliment your hair. Well, the bird. The bird, since I've come down with my hair this colour. she's deadly quiet. She's not. I don't know whether she recognises me. She should recognise my voice, but I don't think she recognises me because I don't know how much colour they see. So I think I've stumped her, completely stumped her. So my life sounds prosperous. I'm still unemployed. I'm still living in a house that isn't physically sold yet. So I am being cautiously optimistic about the future right now. But I believe that what you want, you can manifest for yourself depending on how much you want it. And part of my problem is that I was enjoying my time off being unemployed, and I wasn't manifesting too hard. So yeah, but I'm a great believer in that. And I've been listening to I listened back to my first ever live stream, and I was part of the stream. It was 2.5 hours, and basically I was talking then about the fact that the community is amazing, and what you do is the energy that you have goes out to other people, and you pull like-minded people to you. So I'm a great believer, I'm a firm believer. Yes, we do, we make our own destiny, but also it's a case of what you want, you put energy in. If you put energy and emotion, SW, I'm wearing blue as something borrowed. Wallace isn't in here, is he? Someone blue. Yeah, so basically I'm a great believer that you can if you put emotion in and energy and good energy into something, then I do believe that good things come your way, and what you want you can pull to you, because you can be a magnet. So I sat down this morning and meditated and had a really good chat with him upstairs, and put a lot of energy, emotion and brainwaves. It's the only way I can put it. I just pushed the energy out and had a word. And basically, yeah, within a couple of hours, I got a message from one of my really good mates, Chris, who said, "Why don't you try this?" And I went online and found loads of companies that buy your house. WeBuyAnyHouse.com. Obviously, I'm not going to take the offer that they've got to buy people. Basically, it's there for people who are being repossessed. So if you're near a repossession, they will give you 80% of the value of the property, which generally is more than you get if they repossessed it and put it out to auction. So obviously they give you 20% less, because they have to pay all of the fees and the stamp duty and everything else like that. So I don't need that. But what they also do is they have another arm. All of them have a different arm, which deals with investment buyers. So what they do is they have a list of investment buyers that are looking for property cheaper than the market value. So market value on this is 245. I had it at 235. Put it back up to 245. Because they are selling around here at 245, some of them. So I don't pay stamp duty on selling, but they have to if they buy it. So they take that off of the value that they offer you, which is understandable. You know, they're not going to incur the fees for buying your house cheaper and then have to pay all these other fees on top of what they pay you. So they take all that into consideration, which is why they don't just pay 10% less than the market value of the property. It's 20% to make up for all the fees that have got to be paid. But yeah, so this other way of doing it, I'm having an open house. I've got somebody coming around on Monday. They're going to take loads of photographs. They've already showed my house to a few different investors. It's people that buy up houses for a big portfolio. So by putting the houses out to tender to portfolio buyers, basically what it does is it means that they get them cheaper than they would have got them if they'd have gone out on the market to look at the properties directly themselves. And then the people are actually sourcing and giving them the leads of the houses that they can get at a lower price. So they pay them a finder's fee, and I've got no fees to pay. That means I don't have estate agency fees. That means I don't have solicitors' fees. All I have to do is move-in fees, which is a lot better. And it means that I'm on a 30-day contract. If they don't sell it within the 30 days, I take it off the market and I give it to one of the others. So yeah, it makes a big difference, which also means that hopefully by the end of September I'll be moving, and I'll also have some money so that I can invest. So I want it to stay down low now. I don't want any moon I don't want any growth. I want it to stay round about the same price it is at the moment until I've got a chance to buy some in. But you know what's going to happen. The moment that I actually have a buyer for this house, you know that we're going to have a price rise. We're going to, that parabolic price rise that we're waiting for, it's going to happen. Which, you know, bugger. You know, it's good in one way, but it's bugger in others, because I really wanted to load up some more. I haven't actually bought or added to my collection for quite some time. So, but I'd like to say hello to Casual Crypto Guy. Fantastic that you've joined us. This is an ad hoc live stream, something that I tend to do every now and then. I'm one of those, I'm not a regular YouTuber. I usually only come on YouTube if I've got a specific thing to say. Generally, it's a rant about something. And up until recently, it's all been done on my phone, sitting in the car, recording, and then I upload it. But there is a really great meet on the 7th of September up in Manchester. And whereas I've done a couple of live streams and really enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoy it. I don't know why I enjoy it, because I'm talking to myself, which is why I keep an eye on, and I'm getting better. I think this is only about my 4th or 5th live stream. But basically, I put out to the community to ask them if they would subscribe to my channel so that I could get 1,000 subscribers, which means that I can then go live on my phone on YouTube. And it's a conference that's happening on the 7th of September up in Manchester. It's sponsored by Bitrue now. It wasn't, but they've stepped in. They were originally invited, but it's been set up by Love for Crypto, and they're an amazing YouTubers. You want information, tune in every morning GMT time. I think it's about 8 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning sometimes. Scotty does a 10-minute, and what he does is he picks a piece of news or he picks a subject and he goes and he tells you all about it, but he gives you really good information. So he will talk about it and then he'll tell you what it means. He doesn't just read the news and then move on to the next piece. He will pick one item, explain it to you so that you can understand it better. Or he picks a subject like ILP or crypto blockchain, and he'll explain all about it. So what they've done is they arranged for it. They managed to get some sponsors. One of the sponsors pulled out really at the last minute. It's at Manchester Conference Centre, so it's a proper conference, you know, seated conference. It's got a proper stage at the front. We've got different YouTubers coming down, SPQR, Mickey B Fresh, and you've got Jason XRP. He's going to be doing a talk on Coat and the GSG. I think he's actually bringing Coat with him. So I think charity wise, that's going to be the one where I'm going to be pushing for Coat for that weekend. I'm going to do a lot of YouTube, Twitter, just to back him up. Obviously, if I get to live stream, you get to see it as it's happening, as it's going on stage. If I don't manage to get my 1,000 subs, then basically what I'll do is I'll record it and then I'll upload it. I've got enough data to be able to do that all day for the few days. Bitrue are actually turning up on Wednesday night, so I'm going up to Manchester on Thursday now, and basically on Thursday evening or Thursday afternoon, I'm going to sit down with a few of the people from Bitrue and meet the people, like I did when I was at Amersfoort. I'll go around. I'll also do that with some of the YouTubers, the Twitter community. I've already booked in Lee and Andy from SPQR separately. I'm going to do a little interview with them. Obviously, Scotty. Scott's going to come and meet up with Bitrue with me on Thursday, I think. And then he might actually come back in on Friday as well, because we're going to try and get a little bit of a meet. There's I think there's a couple of Davids going. Crypto Mike, tell him to pay you in crypto. That would be awesome, but that wouldn't pay my mortgage. That would be absolutely fantastic. Oliver, interest rates look like it's going to fall. Yes, but I'm tied into a 5-year fixed. Presto, get a channel Discord going. They rock, and they have encrypted P2P private messaging, better than Twitter and Facebook. Discord, I find it's very bitty. I find it really difficult to navigate Discord properly. And they have this, is it? Oh no, it's Reddit that has this point system, and you can't do a lot. But yeah, Crypto Mike, welcome to my channel. It's usually me jumping into yours. Crypto Mike, he was the one who got to say, did a giveaway, and I won. That's 2 giveaways that I've won from the community. I won that. The Wave and Ripple. So, and he sent that to me all the way from, it's Australia, isn't it? So I actually haven't managed to have a look, but I have been watching what you've been saying about the Geomantra, and probably next week I will do half a day on the computers and half a day packing, and sorting out and bringing down. I'm going to sell loads of stuff anyway. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Manchester, your home city. Tom, is that? So are you coming, Tom, on the 7th of September? And yes, Manchester United and Manchester City, Presto, is in Manchester. Casual Crypto Guy, you've got your ticket already. I was one of the first to buy, so I managed to get a VIP ticket, which is fantastic. Crypto Mike, thank you so much. I just want to, I found it really limiting when I was in Amersfoort to be able to, I couldn't do the live stream. So the only time I could live stream was when I did it through the Zoo, which Crypto Bird Dog was really fantastic. I mean, I've got a hats off to her. She managed to hook me up a couple of times so that I was able to do a live stream out to the community. And it was great, and the feedback was fantastic. But what it did was it meant that I had to, I couldn't upload as I went, because I was going from one person to another. So I had to upload after the event, which was really frustrating. So if I can get those 1,000 subs and get to be able to live stream, then I can take you on that journey with me. In fact, I'm thinking about getting a selfie stick. I know they're only tenner or something like that, so that I can actually have it, rather than trying to do it so that you got like a quarter of my face and then the whole person by the side of me, is actually have it so that it's on the selfie stick so you can see and talk. My only problem is noise that's going to be around it. I'm wondering whether there's any way that I can get, because I've got an iPhone, need to look into it. I've got an iPhone XR. So what I'd like to be able to do is have a little microphone that plugs into the bottom and does that. But we'll see. But yeah, I'm going for the 1,000, Mike, and I'm doing my best. And if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And hopefully, fingers crossed, it will work. If not, then it'll just be a bit more frustrating. And Kurt, I always forget Kurt's name, Casual Crypto Guy. I don't know why. I listen to him as well. I watch Scotty every day though. I just love the way that he talks. And Great Pate, yes, I've got blue hair today, and it could be green tomorrow, and it might be pink the day after. You never know. Oh, it keeps going to the bottom every time I touch it. Holy blue hair, Batman. Salford and Stockport in addition to London. Yeah, Man U fans are all over the world though. Scotty from Love for Crypto on YouTube. Yeah, Love for Crypto. Every morning he does a 10 minute stream on. He does a recording, then he uploads it. It's not live. So soon enough, when XRP blows up, my channel will be flooded with new people. I hope so. I hope so. And I'm going to be doing a lot more informative things. I'm hoping to make sure that I cover off different things. I've already covered off things like the best countries to live in, you know, crypto tax haven type things. How to maximize the efficiency of your phones with things like mining, how to get the most out of the freebies that are available that I know about. Streamlabs, Justin, I did Streamlabs earlier. I downloaded it, I connected it, I went live, and then I couldn't actually get it to get on my face. So I ended live because I didn't think it was live. It didn't go to the camera. And then about half an hour later, David come back and went, "Oh, I got really excited. You were going live then, and then you weren't." So, so I need to work that one out. So there might be some live, not live from now until then, while I try and work out how to use it properly. But yeah, Angie, thank you very much. Yes, I'm going to do my best to get up to 1,000 subs. I promise. The book definitely has code in it. I've only glimpsed through it. I haven't looked at it with a fine-tooth comb as yet. And yeah, we won't say anything about Patty because he's working. So so basically, Connie, Angel, how you doing, honey? Sorry, I'm behind on all the chat because I just got chatting and it stopped moving down, and yeah, so I didn't notice you were in. Hello, Connie. How you doing, Angel girl? Let me find out if Danny's in, Angel Connie, Oliver Switzerland. I should do something on tax. The thing about tax is great. I've covered tax briefly, but I only know about the UK taxation system. Hello, Dave. How you doing? So it's two Daves I've got, David Butler and David Rushton. Yeah, basically it's one that I could talk about for the UK crowd, but I don't know anything. I don't know anything about the taxation around the world. Yes, it's called capital gains. Capital gains. Yeah, gain. In the UK, but that's something that I would need to do, and then just literally earmark that particular stream for the UK crowd. Presto, I appreciate it. Discord is how we keep our data from being sold by Facebook. I will take the time to learn. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. Now that I know that Discord is recommended by you, then I will take a look at it for you, or for me. Danny, crypto tax havens. I've got a stream on crypto tax havens. I think it's the first 45 minutes of the stream, maybe a little bit less. Basically, it was surprising actually when I went and did a deep dive on that, because there's certain, we know about some of the tax havens. You've got the Maltas, the Liechtensteins of this world that we know, Switzerland particularly, but there was some really squiffy ones. Portugal, didn't realise. Isle of Man, it's just a tax haven, so that it doesn't treat it as capital gains tax, and there's no tax to pay on crypto. Portugal, they say that when you invest into crypto, you're paying it from your salaried wages you've already paid your tax on. So why would they double tax you? Which I think is excellent. Biggest one was Germany. Germany, if you hold your coins for more than 12 months, when you take them out, there is absolutely no tax to pay at all, which is brilliant. So, you know, plenty of options. I've got loads of friends over in Germany. They do bill you wherever you are, but places like America, you have to give up your citizenship because they follow you around the world. Isle of Man might be too cold. Yeah, I'm actually looking at Portugal personally, somewhere in between Lisbon and Porto, and I am high Rose, and I'm swinging towards. I found a lovely 9-bedroom hacienda with about 5 hectares of land with a personal lake, and it floats my boat on so many different levels. Big enough to actually host a party on a regular basis, but far enough away to be a hermit for the rest of the time. So yeah, I'm thinking that way, but it means wherever I go, I'm not going to be there for long. So I'm not going to put my feet down until I've got my wanderlust off and over with. So there's certain places I want to go. I want to go and see. First place I'm going to go is the girls in Australia. In Australia, if you hold it for more than 12 months, the capital gains is less. Fantastic. I'm just coming up to my year soon. But basically, Channel Islands, I don't know a lot about the Channel Islands. All I know is it's surrounded by cold sea, so I'm not really into that. But then so is Portugal. So what I'd like to do is find somewhere that's got some really nice warm water where I can lie on a beach, get a nice little plot of land where I've got I'm self-sufficient, with maybe the tail end of the land ends on a beach somewhere where I can have a summer house or somewhere to go and stay. So I've got access to water, or just somewhere with a swimming pool. I'm happy as long as it's warm. The girls, yeah, all the girls are meeting Ali G first and foremost. We're going to Ali's in Australia. So the girls, unfortunately, James, although he's in the chat, he's not invited. It has to be just the girls. So we're going to go for a week, or 2 weeks? And then from there, I think that for me, it's going to be a misfit meet. And that will probably be around Las Vegas, possibly. And then a zoo meet. And then we've got a jungle animals meet. There's going to be loads. Zerps is a little bit scared of me, I think, at the moment. She's you can't really see her. Zerps is in her cage and she keeps staring at me, but she can't actually work out if it's me or not. I think the blue hair has really thrown her. She knows the voice, and I think she realizes maybe it's me, but I don't look like me because I've got funny colored hair. So gender discrimination, yeah, only for a week or two though at RTV. It's fine. Oliver, looking at Scotland, yeah, if you want to go cold, completely up to you. But yeah, I want somewhere warm. I like to warm my bones. I'm a sun freak. I mean, I'm for me, if the sun's shining, I'm happy. If I'm somewhere cold, then I'm miserable. But I'm a sun worshipper, so my choice will be somewhere really warm without any mosquitoes, obviously. That is accessible for everybody to come and party on a regular basis. But one of the things that I did promise I was going to do is once we start to moon and go up, then basically I am going to put together a calendar of meets, and I'm going to pick different places, different people. The people are going to be the host for the area. So Ali for Australia. So basically, when it comes to having anybody come to Ali's place, to come to Australia, so that we can meet up with the Australian lot. And I know Australia is a big place, but they can come in from different places. And then basically what we can do is we can turn around and say, right, for these 2 weeks, then there's going to be a load of us over here. And then the next month for these 2 weeks, we're going to be in Singapore. For those 2 weeks, we're going to be in Las Vegas. For those 2 weeks, we're going to be in UK. For those 2 weeks, we're going to be, and then just literally just go around Japan. You know, I'm desperate to meet Eri. It's she's amazing. She is such an amazing YouTuber, but such an amazing person. She has the same energy as Connie. She has a very calming, loving energy about her. Very ladylike. So yeah, I'm desperate to meet her just to see if she's, because I've heard her go at some people, so I know she's got a, she's like Connie. Connie's got a thump on her. But yeah, I am really going to put that together, because I think that's a really good idea. Because I'll spend a year, 2 weeks at a time, traveling from place to place to place. Yeah, I mean, basically, we've got so many different people in so many different places. You know, I could spend a year going around America. Literally going around America. It's start off with you, Connie. So we go to Kansas, and then move around a bit. We've got to go and see like YP and go up to Canada, because a load of people up in Canada, and I'd never been to Las Vegas, so that's on my hit list of places to go. But yeah, there's loads of things. I mean, basically we've got a, oh god, to go on safari with you lot. Oh, can you imagine? Yeah, the lions would be terrified. But XRP cruise ship, I mean, we could literally, between all of us, we could hire a cruise ship for just the crypto community and go, right, in this month, we're going to start there, we're going to finish there, we're going to go to all these different places in between. Only the crypto community can come with their family, obviously, and then hire the whole bloody lot. And literally, it doesn't matter who likes who or who doesn't like who, the ship will be big enough so that, the different egos can be elsewhere. Just hope I don't actually run into CKJ or any of that lot. So basically, yeah, so we'll all be on this massive, great big ship. It's going to be open to the whole community, right? And we would be able to have an amazing time, because not everybody's going to get on. Not everybody wants to get on. Not everybody likes everybody else. But on a ship that big, you don't have to. I can sit here. Someone else can sit over there. Don't even have to look in that direction. We don't have to take our egos. Egos get left at the door. No sensitiveness. No fights. And literally be as good as we can be and celebrate the people that we are. We just got to hope that we don't get boarded by a bunch of pirates that want to take our nanos away. Dutchie will be in Vegas. Yeah, but there's loads of people in Vegas. So it's XRP deck is on the top floor and the BTC below. Well, by then we'll all be so happy. Who cares what coins it is that we've got? You're right, Sean. So we won't care who's got what coins, because we'll all be wealthy. We'll all be happy. And it'd be a case of, well, you're happy with your coins and the money that you've made, and I'm happy with my coins and the money I've made. And look at the rest of the world that's crying, and it will be that simple, because we are all going to be in the same boat. So even the Litecoiners, huh? So, yeah, there's a bit of what I call is it's friendly competition between the different. Hey, Patsy. It's one of those things where it's a friendly competition. My coin's better than your coin, So we're looking at it and we're saying XRP is the best coin in the world. It's going to take over the world. And then you've got Bitcoin Ben, Bitcoin or Litecoin, is the best coin that's out there, and we're going to take over the world. Everyone believes in their own thing, and you've got to allow people to believe what they believe. And You can't tell people to change their beliefs. That's not right. That's being a bully. What you have to do is try and say, well, actually, I don't agree with you, but it's not my problem. It will all come out in the wash. Night RTV. So it's a case of we're knocking on 55 minutes now, so I probably should also be wrapping up and saying good night. I've covered what I needed to cover. I've spoke to you and said thank you for all of your support, and I think you lot are amazing. You have no idea how much that took my breath away. I mean, literally, I was there until 1 o'clock this morning, just watching the numbers go up. So thank you. And I'm more than halfway there now. So happy days. And then basically it's a case of I'll keep on pumping it. And if you, good night, SG. Basically it's a case of I'm going to keep on doing it. Jared's Digital Diamonds. Oh, I didn't know that you'd come in, Jared. Remember, if you're steaming through phone. Listen, I've got a power pack that basically will last a week. And yes, I will remember iodine. X2 or X3 Info Wars, huh? X22, you mean? Are you talking about the YouTube channels, X22? Well, thank you, David. Yeah, basically, I follow the X22. I think they're pretty damn good. But I'm a sucker for conspiracy theory. But yeah, so we've covered that, and I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover. The main thing was to speak about being aware of what appliances could be listening to you, to be aware of the amount of appliances that you've got plugged in your bedroom, because that will help you get better sleep. And for anybody that has problems sleeping, it really does make a difference. And I've got 25 likes and I've got 17 people in the room. So people have been in and out and fantastic. Oh my God. When I have 3 hours, I will put up epic conspiracy chat. And then I'm going to invite DNI. Oh, the X2 and X3. Yeah, anything that you order from InfoWars here in the UK, I have to pay import duty on. DNA repair frequency. Yeah, I need to work out how to actually get that 523 hertz. I'm sure I'll find something somewhere. Flat Earth Society. Yeah, all right. No, David, stop. Jackie, thank you so much. I'm just literally, I am just wrapping up now because it's, yeah, Dave, that's a little bit too far. Flat Earth, I mean, come on. That's like saying the moon isn't actually really there. Group buy, yeah, I'll be up for a group buy when I start working or when I've sold the house. At the moment, I've got no income. I've got, I have to sell down to meet all my bills. So I'm not buying anything that I don't have to. I know that, Dave. I know you're on a wind up. But yeah. So I'm going to say good night and thank you very much for coming, and just keep on thinking positive thoughts, because being positive keeps your spirits up, keeps your health healthier, makes you a dream to be around. I know that I've had some really down times over the last few weeks, and it's one of those things that actually affects the people around you quite a lot. So so be aware and be nice to yourself and be nice to the people around you. And I hope you have a good day, a good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you may be. And I will say, see you later and peace. Bye. Oh, Crypto Dutch. I'm saying goodbye. So Go back and watch it. It's fine. It's only an hour. It's an hour and 25 seconds. So I'm going to say good night. Night. Bye.